This week we head to Kansas and visit the nation's top-rated fifth wheel manufacturer. And Britta, our small space cooking expert, shows us how to make quick and easy spring rolls. All this and more coming up on this week's Rolling on TV. Closed and Spanish captioning, where available, is sponsored by Jayco. At Jayco, we've been making family dreams come true since 1968. Located a stone's throw from the geographical center of the continental United States is the town of Smith Center, Kansas. Population around 1,700. Smith Center is surrounded by miles and miles of soybean and corn fields, and at first thought, an unlikely place for an RV manufacturer. But Smith Center is home to Peterson Industries, the maker of Excel fifth wheel and travel trailers. And if you're a serious RVer, then you already know that Excel is the nation's top-rated fifth wheel trailer. To find out how the company built such a great reputation and how it continues to set the pace in this fast-growing industry, we asked Brian Tillett, the president of Peterson Industries, to tell us how it all started.
Peterson Industries was founded in 1966 by Von Peterson and his father Leonard Peterson. They started out here in Smith Center, Kansas, and Von had just gotten out of the military and he decided he wanted to come to Smith Center to make his home, and he decided that if he was ever going to create any wealth, he'd need to get into manufacturing something. So him and his dad Leonard decided they wanted to start building slide-in pickup campers, and here we are 47 years later and we're still here.
Now the burning question is, why Smith Center, Kansas?
Von was born and raised in Smith Center, Kansas, and his dad and mom had a John Deere dealership and a furniture store here in town. So this is a great little community to live in, and it's a great place to raise a family, and the work ethic here is phenomenal.
I've often heard that Excel RVs are overbuilt. So I asked Brian how would he describe his trailers.
Overbuilt. We cater to a very specific clientele. Our average buyer's in their mid-60s, and at least 70% of our clients are full-timers or serious snowbirders. And we warranty for that and we guarantee for that, and it takes a very specific type of a unit to be able to withstand living in it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
With many Excel owners using their units even in the winter, the company also offers a one-of-a-kind guarantee, as Brian explains.
We started the -10-degree guarantee in the early 2000s, and to this day, we are the only company in the industry that will actually guarantee that our customers won't freeze any of their water system up down to 10 below zero. That's with no skirting and no special modifications at all. Every coach that leaves Smith Center, Kansas is guaranteed against freezing up down to 10 below zero. No other manufacturer offers that.
When we come back, we'll learn a lot more about the company and its line of trailers. But first, we have to take this short break. It all starts with pride and ends up being the gold standard in pop-up truck campers. Four-wheel campers. Need we say more? See for yourself by visiting fourwheelcampers.com. Is your pop-up camper canvas getting a little worse for wear? Don't fret. Just call the friendly folks at Canvas Replacements, and their experienced staff will cut and sew you up a new one in no time. Canvas Replacements, your #1 source for all your pop-up camper canvas needs. For more information, visit the company website at canvasreplacements.com or call them at 800-232-2079. Peterson Industries has been in the forefront of developing quite a few ideas that have become industry firsts, and one idea was termed the Drop Z frame. So what is a Drop Z frame?
The Drop Z is basically just a name that we coined for the frame where just in front of the axles it drops down about 10 inches and then goes forward so that the basement storage is increased tremendously. And with the Drop Z frame came a lot of side benefits that we weren't counting on. When we did it originally, the main purpose was to increase storage, but we found out that it gave us a lower center of gravity so that we have better towability. There's less distance between the frame and the ground, so you get less wind turbulence under the trailer, less drag, and better fuel economy.
Just how many product lines does Excel offer?
We have 3 product lines. We offer the Winslow series, and then we offer the limited edition series. The Winslow is available in fifth wheels and travel trailers. The limited series is available in fifth wheels only. We also offer a third line called the Wild Cargo. It's a toy hauler. All of our products are very high end. Structurally, there's virtually no difference between a Winslow and a limited edition. The biggest difference is that the limited edition comes standard with a gel coat molded fiberglass roof. The Winslow and the Wild Cargo is only available with the EPDM rubber roof, or now we offer the new Rhino EcoCoat roof for those 2 product lines. The Limited has more features and amenities as standard, but most of those features can be optioned into a Winslow, with exception of the roof.
And like other Excel products, its Wild Cargo toy hauler is, of course, overbuilt as we go on to learn.
We offer a 2,000 pound payload capacity in our Wild Cargo series. And we were one of the last companies to get into toy haulers. I kept thinking, well, my clientele in their mid-60s, I don't have a market for a toy hauler. Well, I was being pushed into a corner by my dealers and by several customers. I would always get asked at shows, why don't we have a toy hauler? So finally we decided to start studying that a little bit. And what we found out was that there is a large segment of our clientele that do still have toys. They have golf carts, they have Harleys, and they have four-wheelers, but the interesting thing is that when they come in at night and they're done riding, they can shut the door to the garage and they're still in their XLs. Dad likes to go out and ride, but at night, Mom still wants to be in her XL. So our toy hauler, when you shut the door to the garage, you don't even know you're in a toy hauler. We don't do the black and white checkered floors. We don't do the 800-watt stereo system, the black leather sofas. It's all residential inside. And the toy hauler is also guaranteed down to 10 below zero against freeze up.
You know all those fireplaces you see in so many RVs? Care to guess where that trend started?
We were the first to offer a fireplace in an RV. This came about in the late 90s, and we jumped through hoops to try to get approval to put a gas fireplace in our RV. And we finally got the approval to do that, and we offered a gas fireplace. And everybody that came in thought it was an absolute great concept. It only had one problem, is that you could run the fireplace for about 15 minutes and it would just cook you out of the trailer. So it made a great showpiece. It was great to have a mantle, and at Christmas time, you could put your stockings on the mantle. As a matter of fact, it made the cover of Trailer Life on their Christmas issue, and they had stockings by the mantle. And since that time, some companies have jumped on board and created some really nice looking electric fireplaces, and that's kind of an industry standard today. But that first fireplace came out of Smith Center, Kansas.
While touring the factory, I noticed, among other things, that Excel was making its own mattresses, and I had to ask, why? The reason also explains what we mentioned earlier about the advantages of being located in the middle of nowhere.
Why do we make our own mattresses? Well, this started years and years ago. As you know, when you came to Smith Center, Kansas, we're a long ways from anywhere. We're 75 miles from the closest Walmart, and we're 65 miles from the closest McDonald's. So getting finished product in here, such as furniture and mattresses and finished goods, is really difficult. Plus, we feel that we can control the quality much better. So we started out, we made our own mattresses, and we were buying our box springs for a while. When box springs really took off, we began also building our own box springs. And incidentally, we are the only company in the industry that I know of that actually puts a box spring under our mattress. Most others just throw it on a piece of plywood. And with our buyers, 70% of them being full-time RVers, they need a good residential sleep. So we can control the quality, plus we provide another job in Smith Center, Kansas.
It's obvious that Peterson Industries has taken the disadvantages of its location and turned them into positives by building and controlling the quality of its components. The other advantages is the company's skilled and dedicated workforce. We had the opportunity to talk with Amanda Winter about working at Peterson Industries.
I've been with the company just a little over 27 years. My actual job when I started here was I worked in the cabinet shop for about the first 6 months. And back then we drew everything by hand. Each person took care of their own drawings. And 6 months after I started here, they decided that they were gonna move up into the new age of computers. And my first computer that I actually started drawing on, we had a little interview within the plant, and I was the lucky one. Started out with a little Apple II computer, and everything was 2D, like little stick figure drawings, and that's what I've been doing ever since. I do have another job other than CAD. A year and a half ago, I took over the cabinet shop, and it's been a great experience with that. I love working woodworking, and I love working with the folks that I have downstairs. It's amazing. Everyone downstairs is extremely proud of what they do here, not just in the cabinet shop, but in the entire plant. You know, we look at it as we're building someone's home, and each one of our employees takes that to heart. They take pride in their work, and when that trailer goes out the east door, our finished department, everyone just looks at it in awe because they did that.
Coming up after the break, we'll head out to the factory floor and see what goes into building Excel trailers. Exciting, great things do come in small packages, like exceptional quality, extreme comfort, and luxurious appointments. You'll find all this and more wrapped up in one beautiful package. The Pleasureway Pursuit. See for yourself by visiting pleasureway.com.
Weight distribution comes out of the Stone Age. Steel on steel friction is 50 years old. The Sway Pro makes other weight distributing hitches seem, well, prehistoric. The Sway Pro features a softer ride, built-in optimized sway prevention, quiet backing and turning, and little maintenance. Finally, intelligent engineering gives you a much better way to prevent sway and smooth your ride. Why trust an amateur when you can go with a pro? Sway Pro.
Welcome back, and now let's head out to the factory floor. Virtually everything on an Excel starts with raw stock or material, starting with the frame. No outside vendor frames here. Each piece of metal used on the frame, from the large main rails to the smallest brackets, are fabricated right here in-house. By the way, speaking of frames, all Excel frames are made from box tubes, not I-beams, which give the frame twice the strength. Once all the pieces are cut, everything is welded together into an overbuilt, strong chassis. Next, the frames are sprayed with a tough protective finish and head out onto the line, where all the hydraulic lines, hoses, and wiring are installed. In the meantime, the floor is being built in a separate area. Then the floor is brought over, positioned, and secured in place. Meanwhile, over in another section of the plant, workers are framing the sidewalls and insulating the heck out of them before they head over to the lamination department. As you walk down a ways, you'll see finished sidewalls stacked side by side, just waiting to be installed in the next unit. At this stage of production, there are so many things going on concurrently, including slide-outs being built, complete with furniture and accessories, and at the same time, another person is finishing up the hydraulic manifold hookups. At another station, a roof is being installed, and it doesn't take long once it's in place before another crew starts installing the vents and skylights along with all the trim. And a few more feet down the line, the front and rear caps are put on. With all the exterior work being wrapped up, other staff members are working on the interior. Window frames and valances are being installed, as well as refrigerators and fixtures. And of course, those widescreen TVs. Speaking of interiors, as Brian mentioned, RV interiors, especially high-end RVs, are looking more and more residential. All you have to do is look inside a new Winslow model and you'll understand what he means. Go ahead, take a look around. Is this luxurious or what? All that fine cabinetry and woodwork you see in the Winslow is done right here in Smith Center. Using fine select woods, not particle board, each frame, cabinet door, and molding is cut and finished by a team of skilled men and women. Why, even the furniture, like the dining tables and chairs, couches, and other furnishings, are assembled and upholstered in Excel's own furniture department. Now you have an idea why Excel is rated the top fifth wheel in the country. Some folks would say they're perfect, but Brian says, until God starts building RVs, we'll settle for close to perfect. But just in case something does go wrong with one of the units, the company has built a first-class customer service center virtually across the street from the factory. The service center is equipped to handle any repair or restoration work, even if it's another brand. The center includes a retail store, 2 customer lounges, laundry facilities, and plush bathrooms with showers. Like their trailers, it looks like Excel even overbuilt their service center. For more information on Excel RVs, visit our website at rollingontv.com. Coming up after the break, we'll jump in Britta's trailer and see what she's cooking up this week. At Jayco, we're a lot more than just an RV manufacturer. We're all about family, and we've been making family dreams come true since 1968. To see our complete product line and find your nearest Jayco dealer, visit us online at jayco.com or just log on to rollinontv.com.
Hi, I'm Britta, the Galley Chick, and today I'm really excited to have 2 of my nieces here with me today. We're going to make some beautiful salad rolls. They're often served in Vietnamese restaurants and Thai restaurants. Sometimes they have a peanut sauce, which Isabel's going to help us make today. So we are going to show you together how you can make these. They'd also be a really fun way to have a party. A friend of mine had a party recently and we all brought different fillings, and then we just all made salad rolls, and it was a great active, just fun way to have a dinner party. So let's get started. This is Isabel and this is Lily, and we're all 3 Libras. So we love being together. We're so balanced. And so you guys, I know, Isabel, you've been making these for a long time, and how did you start making them? I can't remember what.
Well, I've always loved Asian food, so I would just get them every time I went out to eat, and then I just started making them and got better at it.
Most grocery stores, you can buy these ingredients pretty easily now. When I was growing up, it was pretty hard to find these. Spring roll skins. Sometimes they're made with rice flour. These are made with tapioca. And they're, it's like a noodle. It's crispy. And then you just put it in warm water. What do you like best in yours? Like, what's your favorite combo?
I like chicken and shrimp, usually.
So we have some little Oregon Bay shrimp today in chili sauce. What about you, Lil?
I think shrimp's my favorite.
Like the big shrimp?
Either.
Either or.
Lots of veggies too.
Yeah. It's a great way, seems like, to get kids to eat vegetables too.
Yeah, definitely. The peanut sauce is good too.
Yeah. These are sometimes can be a little tricky. Like this one is very holy.
You have to find the right one that's not cracked. Sometimes I do too, so it doesn't. Yeah.
So do you want to show your technique on how you make that one?
Okay, well I usually start with noodles, like on the bottom.
And
grab them.
These are rice noodles?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, super easy to make. 3 or 4 peppers.
I always overstuff them and then they're like hanging out the end and it's like real messy when you eat them.
It's hard to find like the right amount.
Yeah, you could add cabbage, you could do, like you said, chicken or pork or some slaw. And then the herbs.
Cilantro, yeah.
I like a lot of herbs.
More carrots. And then I start with like the back part. Just roll it all the way over. And then you do the sides, kind of like a burrito.
Folding it all in there.
Yeah. Make sure everything's in there.
Oh yeah, you definitely have practice.
Yeah. I haven't done it in a long time. I used to do this just like for fun. Make salad rolls. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You guys are pros.
We practice. I've only done it twice.
Really?
Third time.
Awesome. So next, we're gonna do peanut sauce. So we're gonna start with peanut butter. And I know your family's a big fan of the sweet chili sauce.
Oh yeah.
Lily, how about you?
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Whenever I go out to Thai places, I always like ask them how they make their peanut sauce so I can make mine.
So vinegar or lime juice?
I do both.
Okay.
Just a little bit of vinegar though.
This is rice vinegar. It's just plain rice vinegar. No, it's sometimes you get it seasoned with like sugar and salt. And then we have some lime. And we have some tamari. You could use soy sauce or fish sauce would be very traditional. And then I'll stir this up and then you guys can taste it and see what. But the fun thing about making peanut sauce is you can just add these ingredients and taste it, and if you like it, eat it. If you don't, change it. Make it how you like it. Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Or I was thinking it'd be great to try it, just to use a vegetable.
I always do that. I make extra so I can
Keep your fingers
on it.
Fingers out.
That's
of it.
good.
How is it?
I like it. Pretty good.
Would you add anything more?
Maybe a little more chili sauce.
The sweet one? All right. So that is an easy way to make peanut sauce.
Just dip it in.
I'm kind of jealous. Yeah, it's a great summer meal, something you can make ahead, have on hand, or a really nice lunch. So, thank you guys for joining me and showing me how to make this.
Yeah.
And showing people that it's really easy and something you can do together as a family and in a small space, outside, anywhere. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of The Galley Chick. If you want to find these recipes and any more information about us, check us out online.
For additional information on anything you saw on this week's show, including Britta's recipe, along with additional videos and stories, visit our website at rollingontv.com. For the latest up-to-the-minute RV news, visit our media partners at rvbusiness.com.